Good morning. I am getting ready to do my workout for the day as soon as my husband finishes doing what he's doing. And guess what we found? Let me show you. Can you see this? Let's see. This is my board from 7 years ago. 7.5 years ago. This is how I used to prepare for my classes. Before I would teach a class in human anatomy and physiology, I would wake up about 3 hours before my 8 o'clock class. And I would not record. I would do my session. Whatever I was teaching on, whatever chapter I was teaching on for that particular day, I would actually perform my entire lesson that I was going to do at home before I would do it in the classroom. And so I had a small dry erase board right there, and I would unload everything that I studied, the notes that I created, and just, my idea of how I needed to present the information to the students in class. I would actually just, perform it. And then when I got to the classroom, I had already gone over it in my head several times, and it went well. So I would always do that. I would study, I would take notes, I would create my own notes that had visuals. Like I would actually draw different parts of the human body. And then when I got in the classroom, I would just draw them on the dry erase board. But it always helped me in my preparation. And I used to tell my students that, you know, get comfortable with reading the subject material, get comfortable reviewing it, repeating and reciting the information. Allow your eyes to cross the words. And when you do that over and over again, you're taking in more information than you think. And when you get ready to recite the information yourself, to yourself or someone else, you'd be quite surprised with what you've absorbed. And I just found that, this board next month, is it? April, yeah, next month it will be 7 years old. And the information has been on this board in storage for 7 years. And occasionally, a few times now, I would come out and look at it and things. But the bottom line is that that's how I would prepare for teaching my in-person traditional learning class to medical students on human anatomy and physiology. So in my class, we would probably do, we usually only had a chance to do one, maybe 2 chapters per class period. I had day and night classes, and as I stated, it's a lot of information, but it's a very rewarding career for people who are passionate. And I state that passion over money. I know the money is important, and how you take care of your family is important. But in certain fields, passion, compassion, it matters. It makes a difference. But anyway, it starts with chapters at a time from a medical book on human anatomy and physiology. So maybe once a month, my channel is not about that part of my life, but maybe once a month, I will probably just do a session, maybe a chapter from, I have several books, just, maybe like a 2-minute rush video of one chapter from human anatomy and physiology. And it will be short because, as I said, my content isn't really about this, but it has been a part of my life. And there it is. Like I said, I was obsessed. I would do this on napkins, anything. If I saw a torn, scratched sheet of paper, just like, I would just unload that information onto it. Really, I would say that I'm one of the few that is passionate about it, and I wish for every person, futuristically, who is going into the healthcare field or the health field, to check your passion, because if you're not passionate, it can be very difficult. And I found, like, with many of my students who were getting their master's degrees, that group, I found that a lot of them had, raised their children, and they were going back to school doing something that they wanted to do. So I realized that in a person's career, they have to do what they have to do, to take care of their family financially. And sometimes a career that pays might be more important than the career that you have to take risks with and be passionate about and fail at several times. But anyway, I just thought that was interesting. I'll be working out later, and I will probably have some footage on that if I can get it. But if I have to record, I won't be able to get it. But I hope everyone has a great day today. Remember to think positively. Go to thefaithoutcome.com for motivation and inspiration, universal learning and growth. I wish everyone a successful day as well.